Hey guys, Marv Talks Wrestling here, and today I'm going to be reviewing last night's pay-per-view, which is WWE Fastlane. I have mixed opinions about this match. Not this match, the pay-per-view. It was pretty decent. I just didn't like the conclusion. It's not that I didn't like it, it's that I don't really agree with it. So basically, the road to WrestleMania begun at Fastlane. Well, actually, it began at the Royal Rumble, but Fastlane is like the in between pay-per-view. You had all these matches that we've basically seen for how long, and the competitors actually put on very good matches. Towards the beginning, it was phenomenal. It was a great. I can't speak right now. I love the beginning. It was great, and but the end, however, like the last few segments, they were disappointing. They weren't bad. They were just disappointing. But without further ado, let's start. For every pay-per-view, there's a kickoff show. For this, and every kickoff show, there's a match. And our first match was at a kickoff show, which was Kalisto versus Alberto Del Rio in a 2 out of 3 falls match for the United States Championship. So after winning the United States Championship at the Royal Rumble, Kalisto defends his title against Alberto Del Rio in a 2 out of 3 falls match. They got to do something about this commentary team. I mean, I like Mauro Ranallo and was hoping he would be there the whole night, but I can't say the same thing about Byron Saxton, JBL, Michael Cole. Anyways, Kalisto got the first fall by DQ after Alberto hit him with a chair for some reason. And then Alberto got the second fall when he hit Kalisto with the stomp. The stomp on the chest he does at the corner. And then Kalisto got the third fall after tossing the Rio to the turnbuckle and rolling it up. This was a very good match. It's actually a pretty decent match, but yeah, I was wrong in my predictions. I predicted Alberto Del Rio was gonna win, but I did want Kalisto to win, so that is a good thing. I like seeing Kalisto as champion. I'm not a big fan of Alberto being champion. He's not what he used to be anymore. Then our second match, which is the actual pay-per-view. So the first match of the actual pay-per-view, but our second match of the night, is Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks versus Naomi and Tamina. An unlikely alliance going against a certified friendship. And I personally like the hot tag Becky made to Sasha at one point because you really don't see that much nowadays. And I really enjoyed the ending. Sasha locked in the Banks statement on Tamina, and Becky locked in the Summer on Naomi. And this is a pretty good match to start off the show. This actually gave the pay-per-view some momentum, because, before everyone thought this was going to be, garbage. But then, as these matches rolled on, everything just seemed so great. And they both tapped and gave Sasha and Becky the victory. Now, I really love Becky and Sasha. I think they're fantastic wrestlers, and they are my two favorite female wrestlers. But I do feel bad for Naomi because she is underrated. Now, all we need is for Charlotte to win her match, and hopefully she does, which I'll get to later. And our third match of the night is Kevin Owens versus Dolph Ziggler for the Intercontinental Championship after winning back the Intercontinental Championship this past Raw in a fantastic Fatal 5-Way match. Now, don't get me wrong. I think Dolph Ziggler is a great competitor, but he really needed to give this win to Owens. Because really, he lost at the Royal Rumble, he lost twice to Ziggler, and he won the Intercontinental Championship last week. So they can't make him lose that after 6 days after obtaining it. And these two actually put on a great match. Even though they're like 400th time facing each other, they still put on a great match. And then Owens hit the pop-up powerbomb and and he pinned Dolph Ziggler. So Owens retains. Great night so far. Number 4, the match everyone thought was gonna suck. And it wasn't really a bad of a match. It was actually pretty decent, but I just don't get the finish. But I'll get to that later. Just a regular tag team match no one really cares about. Seriously, no one cared about this match, but this is actually pretty decent. But honestly, when they first announced this match, I don't understand how they expect us to stay hooked to it, to actually give a fuck about it. Maybe it's just a filler program, but for some reason the Wyatt family lost. What? I don't. Why? Why did the Wyatt family lose? I mean, I don't hate Kane, Big Show, or Ryback, but come on, the Wyatt family's probably gonna feud with Lesnar, or you can't. They can't have him lose at WrestleMania. That's all I'm saying. You can't keep making them lose feuds, or else they're pretty much buried. Next up, we got our Divas Championship. Charlotte defends against Brie Bella. Charlotte defends her Divas Championship against Brie Bella. I'm really annoyed by this feud. Brie Bella cannot make herself relevant without bringing up Daniel Bryan. I love Daniel Bryan. When I see Daniel Bryan, I chant yes, yes, yes. When I see Brie, I chant no, no, no. And every time I hear Brie mode, I get the urge to punch someone in the face and just rip out my ears. Luckily, Charlotte reversed the one-leg Boston Crab into the figure eight and Brie Bella tapped. Thank God. In our sixth match of the night, AJ Styles versus Chris Jericho. AJ Styles versus Chris Jericho 3 was made official on SmackDown. AJ beat Chris Jericho by locking in the calf crusher and making him tap, and then they put on a great match. They put on a fantastic match, an amazing match. I absolutely loved it. They did the right thing by letting AJ Styles win. I respect Jericho for putting over not young talent, because don't get me wrong, AJ Styles is like, 37, 38 years old. So he's not really young talent, but he's new talent to the WWE. So, I respect Jericho for putting him over, and I'm glad because Jericho's 45 years old. He's done everything he had to do in WWE, and he did a great job putting over AJ Styles. They later shook hands, and I like to see that. Alright, now, this is the part of the show where everything was up here, and now it's starting to lower down. We got the Cutting Edge Peep Show with the New Day. Let's talk about that segment. They had pretty funny moments. Although it was funny, it was pointless. So many people were hoping for Enzo and Cass to come out. I was hoping to see SAWFT Soft. How you doing? And that would have been one hell of a debut, and you cannot teach that. Well, guess we didn't get what we were hoping for. And then, for some reason, we had R-Truth versus Curtis Axel. I feel like they were just filming WWE Superstars at that point. But, really, what the hell? After a disappointing segment, they throw this at us. R-Truth versus Curtis Axel in a freaking pay-per-view. Obviously, they probably, announced this match in the match card. No one would care. No one would tune in. WWE would get roasted, and everything would happen. They'll get cooked. They'll get fried. But then I found out it was just to further the storyline between Truth and Goldust. Goldust, he tries to fight off the social outcast, but then, outnumbered. And then Axel rolls up R-Truth for the pinfall victory. That's it. No one cares about it. And then finally, the main event, Roman Reigns versus Dean Ambrose versus Brock Lesnar, number one contenders match. A triple threat match for the number one contender spot for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. The crowd made it obvious they did not want Roman Reigns. I didn't need it. Don't get me wrong. I like Roman Reigns, and I think he's a cool guy. I think he has great potential for the future. I just hate the way WWE's booking him. You can't book him to be this smiley little child lover. You gotta make him a badass. He's built like a badass. You see him with all that mercenary suit shit on, and he could be the ultimate badass. Like in TLC when he beat the hell out of Triple H, when he beat the hell out of Sheamus, League of Nations. That's how you gotta book Roman Reigns. That's how Roman Reigns got cheers. Roman Reigns actually got supporters from cheers, from smarks everywhere across the world. But now, that's all gone. Roman's no longer a badass. It's just a guy who smiles. And this was such a great match. Brock Lesnar was powerbombed through not one, but two announce tables. But then they had Roman win. What? I don't understand the finish. And Dean Ambrose, he beat both Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns with a steel chair. Brock Lesnar, he sells that like a boss. He freaking falls out the ring. But Roman Reigns just gets up and he just spears Ambrose and then he gets the victory. Like, I don't get it. I mean, okay. Okay, maybe if Roman won, it wouldn't be. Okay, he did win, but like, just the conclusion of the match really did not get me. And then there was the pay-per-view ended when there was 10 minutes before 11 o'clock, and all right, maybe this is just a rant, but I guess I won't really talk about it that much. You know, I just got over it. I'll just see what WWE can work with what they have. Let's just hope they can do the best they can with what they have. Now you definitely have Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns versus Triple H at WrestleMania 32 for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And when this video is being recorded right now, like around half an hour before 7, so it's like 6:30 obviously. It's been announced that Brock Lesnar brutally attacked Dean Ambrose before Raw tonight. So maybe we'll get to see that feud head to WrestleMania. That'll be fun to see, kind of. Because, you know, they treated Dean Ambrose like such a lunatic. Like, they treated Ambrose how they should have treated Reigns. Ambrose was such a baddie. He took hits. Suplex City. Brock took both of them to Suplex City. And then you had Ambrose smiling while he was suffering pain. But whatever. I guess we won't really see much of the match. Kevin Owens kind of teased us a little on Twitter, you know, because he said, if AJ ever comes after my title, you know, his IC title. So maybe we'll see AJ versus Owens at WrestleMania, but I won't get too ahead of myself, because the last time I did that was pretty disappointing. Anyways, that is it for Fastlane. Tell me what you guys thought in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe for more content. I'll greatly appreciate any type of support. Share the video. Please tell your friends. And what was I gonna say? Yeah. Thank you for watching and have a beautiful day. Follow me on Instagram. Yeah, follow me on Instagram. I have that link below. Thank you for watching. Have a beautiful day. Goodbye.